But hey, man, say, man, do.
What happened? You ain't gonna do the do.
I thought I was gonna add it in today.
I mean, I know, I'm kind
He
of
in competition mode right now.
yeah, I'm like,
You gotta get that jizzle out.
Yeah, man, welcome to another episode of the Stuck in the Middle podcast. Because you know what's up in this stuff.
For real though,
Yeah,
like
be with. Sometimes it.
Learning words.
Jizzle?
Yeah, because you know
What is that?
Come on, bro.
what is it?
You know why?
What could that be?
You know
I'm
why?
just saying,
This is getting
like you said, you gotta get that jizz off.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
I heard.
No, I didn't know.
Up, and I was like,
Jizz up.
Hold on.
that's what I heard. Jizz up. Hey, I'm literally allowed to like say anything because I don't know. My ears will tell me something completely different. So
here's my thing. What's the content right now that's just going viral everywhere with the old man who used to be in prison and he tells all his story? What's his name?
Fleece?
Fleece. Listen, Fleece is bothering me so much. Everything is every time I hear a pause moment, I just see Fleece in the back of my mind.
That's even crazier.
That's how you know social media is powerful. I can't even. Does he show up in y'all's dreams at night? Does he make? Is your nightmares?
Now,
No, I don't even know.
if he's showing up in your dreams, bro,
Nightmares.
I have never in my life thought about Fleece Johnson, bro.
Yeah.
So you
I
have a
hear.
problem.
No, all the scrolling I do on social media. If he's on every other video, bro.
Hey,
that's the algorithm.
I've seen the videos
My
too, and I
algorithm
still
got
ain't
him.
thought about no Fleece.
So you telling me you ain't seen the videos where all you hear is him say at least one time in the video, he slept all up in there.
I don't think I've ever seen a video
He
of
be doing noises
him at
and
all.
everything.
I've seen a couple, but he ain't really going through mine like that.
He ain't going through yours like that.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
come on,
See,
Fleece.
Fleece is in everybody.
That's
Boom,
Fleece
pause.
Jr. right there.
Please.
Yeah.
But what's up, bro? You know I keep the fan with me.
It's Ref Hef.
Ref.
Yeah, we see it. You
I thought you said
wearing the ring and the jersey today?
I'm coach. I'd be coach tonight, but tomorrow I'm Ref Hef, so that's why we filming on a different day.
Hey, have you ever like clocked the speed of your strikes?
Yep.
Where you at?
67 miles an hour.
Man, hell no.
Ain't nothing, bro. I can do that.
You got to make a video. Put the IRL concept.
Yeah, all right.
I got to see the speed thing, man.
Yeah, somebody go.
Look,
ahead and clock
someone-
my boy.
I think
Do a
maybe
speed
5
demo,
miles per hour.
Hey, what are the
The fastest I've ever hit was 67 miles an hour. How many years ago was that? Like 6.
Hold on, time out. I have to. This just came to me. We know what YNs are. What's the girl version of that?
Hawaiians?
We can't say YBs. I feel like that's crazy.
They still
They
YNs.
still YNs.
Oh, okay.
They YNs.
So what do the YNs say?
We inclusive
Hey,
here.
look, what do the YNs say? We want somebody to clock that T. Clock that T.
Yeah, it's
Hey, it
stupid.
is what it is. I know plenty of people who hit harder in volleyball
Okay.
than I do.
Please.
But yep, that's what I clocked.
Pause?
I
I was saying title of the episode, pause.
nah.
Oh, okay,
But yeah, so that's the little known fact about me. Hardest ball I've ever hit, 67 miles an hour.
This boy is
you can't
going
keep going.
nuts.
Oh my! All right, listen. Appreciate you, Coach.
The hardest ball you ever hit is crazy. All right, be with Cuss, man. We're here.
You saw how he tried to be cool with it, man. Come on, man. Corey from Corey's Corner. You know what it is, man. We talk sports. We do sports. I'm into golfing now.
Hey,
There we go.
Hey, that's hard.
Handicap. What is it?
Bro, I ain't played a 18 hole yet. You know what I'm saying?
That swing look good too, boy.
Let's do one on
Didn't
the
it?
creek.
You know what I'm
'Cause, you know,
saying?
we're a little bit bigger, so it's hard.
It's hard to get through.
I was like, that boy got through.
Let's go. Let's do one on the creek.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
no, we need to start like we'll do the competition. We still need to
We're
do like a
supposed to already
bowling.
do it. We're supposed to already do it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We might as well do it. We need to do
do
bowling.
what
We
you
need to do top golf competition. We need to do all of that.
We need to start
do
small, like with like a pig or
Let's
something.
do top golf. No, just because you check
Something
the top
small,
golf.
Paul.
Don't be mad 'cause you check the top golf. Let's do top golf first.
Top golf expensive, boy.
No, well, Tuesdays.
Oh yeah, that's the lid.
No
They
food
cheap.
though. Eat before.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Well, the food's trash now. It used to be good. I don't know what
They
happened.
tax, boy.
The food is trash now.
Just let me get a Topo Chico with cranberry. Anyway,
Yeah, but I'm the official social cues, guys, and that is the show. 4 black men sitting on the couch in some chairs, discussing pop culture and a very comedic banter. And we're not a monolith, so we're gonna have a lot of different takes, and we do it in a few segments. The first being Mutha-Stucka of the week, right? We just want to see who has been the dumbest story of all time for the week. From there, we go right back to who? Oh, we okay. I had to get us back in the action.
Oh, I was like, hold on. We get back to you. We go back to you.
That's right.
Hey.
We're gonna put you in the stuff.
Well, I thought we were stuck on comments first.
See, here we
and
go.
then
I just be trying. Last week I
we
did
go
the same thing to me.
stuck on comments,
I-
and then we
I
must stuck on
wanna
the week,
see.
and then we hit the Stucky Sitch.
All right, I want to see.
Stucky Sitch.
Stucky Sitch. So we're stuck on comments because we want to know how you felt about our last few posts or episodes or whatever it is that you're engaging with, which you guys do a really good job. From there, we go right back to you. That's right, because you're in a Stucky situation. But you know how you do that? You got to submit at StuckyPod.com. I repeat, StuckyPod.com one more time. StuckyPod.com. Submit that Stucky situation. You will be on the podcast. I keep saying this every week. Stop asking me. Hopefully, you're not that stupid, because if you are stupid, though, from that story, we put you on the wheel with B. Wood. And after that, Cori puts us in a nice little dark, slippery, wet corner called the shadow work.
Hey, we on the roll.
It's a smoky area. That's all.
The smoker's corner. Okay.
That's it.
Call it shadow work with Cori, and then he ties us up a pretty little bow, kicks us on for the rest of the week, and that's our show, guys. About an hour and a half. We hope you stick around. Who do Mutha-Stucka?
I thought we stuck on comments.
Mutha-Stucka was first.
Mutha-Stucka, we're going to jump to comments after.
No, I thought it was stuck on comments.
And
then we switch. All right, we doing the switcheroo.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody doing a mess around. I gotta. No, y'all go first. I'll give y'all mine.
Jerem, you never go first, Jerem. Come on.
First off, I definitely go first.
You
every
did
once
last
in a
week.
while.
It's fine. I just like saying you never
My Mutha-Stucka is
Some airline.
did. Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Hold on. No airlines, no schools.
okay.
Listen, it's a school. Donald Trump.
Yeah, I'm about to say Trump.
Airline.
Yeah, Trump gonna be in there.
It's one of the three.
My Mutha-Stucka is MSC Seascapes.
What is that?
That's a cruise line. I
Yeah.
forgot about the cruises.
Oh yeah, cruises too. Yeah.
Hey, y'all said y'all didn't say
That's
that.
all.
Cruises too.
MSC
Travel health.
travel.
Yeah. You ain't
I be
close
watching
to
the news. I be seeing the
that.
videos.
Seascape.
They're a cruise line. And I
They're
want to say
cruise,
I
yeah.
think I know
They
what is
sound-
going on too, but tell me what happened.
That sounds
Bro,
elite.
they got
Great
caught up in
value.
the storm, and their
their
mooring
lines.
lines snapped, and one of the people who were walking on the ship on the gangway went in. So, yeah, it wasn't.
So
a good
they
look
were
for them.
docked.
Yeah, they
For
were
those
docked.
who don't know, they were docked, and how you get docked is, you pull up to the side, and they have these huge straps.
Which are
They're called
crazy.
mooring lines.
Yeah, they're mooring lines. I say straps, but they're ropes, and they're huge.
About
And-
the size of a person.
And
width-wise.
they're probably
Width-wise, yeah.
bigger. And if they snap and you get hit, it will snap you in half. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like it'll
100%.
literally kill you. And like they're recording it like break away from the pier, but luckily, no one's like was recording her when she was
Fell
on the
in.
plank and fell in. But like, yeah, y'all gotta do better with these mooring lines. And even if that means you do more lines that you knew the storm
it's
was
gonna
coming.
be windy, yeah.
Yeah, like you knew the storm was coming in, so y'all should have done
Double
a better
up.
job of making
Wait,
sure.
Did she pass?
No, she's
No, she's
she's
good.
okay. Here's the thing: she about to be cruising for free for a while, and I'm pissed because I want all kinds of vacation.
Jared said, man, why I couldn't fall?
Right, for real, low
You
key.
gotta deal with that trauma forever, though.
Yeah, but
Facts. Boy got
She
bit
ain't
by
gonna-
he got bit by barnacles.
Hey, that ain't funny,
but yeah, MSC Seascapes, y'all stuck in, or y'all some stuck us for letting that line snap like that.
You gotta be with.
I guess I'll keep my train going. Pause. With Offset, I got Offset this week. Last week I had
Jesus, good
Stephon
call.
Diggs, but
Good call.
this week I got Offset. But my story's with the when when Offset got upset at the hairdo of the kid, and then he went on Twitter or wherever he went and put, basically making threats. And Offset, hey, at the end of the day, I got you Mutha-Stucka of the week because, bro, you didn't have to cheat or do whatever you
could have
did.
just still been with it.
Yeah, I'm a guy. I know what happens when you doing all this and lashing out like that. Like you miss your old lady, but I mean,
He want
you had
that
a
whole
chance.
thing back.
Yeah. And I heard she did some stuff too. I'm not really taking side. I'm just saying you also did something. So
But also, I think to your
Gotta-
point, you're saying like you already it's gone.
yeah, it's good.
gone.
You're done. She can
Yeah,
do whatever she wants.
Bro,
The
she said she hopes
hairdos
you
and
die slow.
man,
Yeah, that-
you're done, buddy. So yeah, for me,
She literally said that.
you
the other day,
Mutha-Stucka of the
didn't she?
week.
Yeah,
Easy.
good call. Oh, it's on me still.
And then
I got a couple.
I got a story.
I got a couple. I didn't know if I should go with my boy Elon. I'm a Tesla owner.
Yeah,
by the way.
Elon out of there.
Yeah,
I didn't know if
He
I
was-
should go
he
with
was-
Elon out of there
on
this week.
my-
This week he out of there.
I had a wheel of Mutha-Stuckas. Elon was on that wheel.
Is he on the thing?
No.
Or we only got Unstuckable, not the stuck.
He can't go up there
Nah,
because he gets too emotional. He can't go up there.
But it
I'm
couldn't
saying,
be,
but he's
it
stuck
can't
so
be
many
a-
times within our episodes. Is like that's why I was.
Oh, you
asking
talking
you.
about Mount Stuckmore?
Yeah, like who's like if
The
he's
most
all
stuck?
time stuckest.
Yeah,
yeah, he's
he's
one of
up
the all
there.
time.
Yeah. Well, we need a different.
It's because
Yeah, we need a
though-
different name for it.
But the reason
Okay.
why I was gonna choose him is because it's not that he's like wanting to be stuck all the time. It's just he doesn't understand. There's too many things at play. You don't put yourself out there like that whenever you really don't have control over stuff. So I moved on from that because, I heard Brian's and I said, you know what, that's gonna lead me toward the other one. So, Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson. Now,
I bypassed him.
I say Zion.
Yeah.
And I know who Mariah Mills is, okay? For
I
you
would say
guys who
Mariah
don't know,
is more stuck to him.
no, we're going somewhere with this because this is not just about Zion or Mariah. This is about this new wave, okay? So let me start there. First, Mariah Mills is the OnlyFans model, okay? Last year, I don't know, 2 years ago, when Zion wasn't coming back to the practices, right? They started to throw out the text messages between the two of them, and it was clearly a relationship that was quote unquote working because he was paying for her to do certain things, and she would show up and do those things or whatever. So
Never understand that.
Right. Now, she's recently come out saying, and again, I'm not saying that she's not a victim. I'm not saying any of those things. She's recently come out saying that she was abused by him. And there's a lot of contention on this topic because a lot of people don't believe her because of her past with him already. But why am I saying Zion? Do I think that he did it? No. I'm saying Zion because he represents a bigger problem that is happening right now. And I've had too many conversations with my friends about this, and I'm starting to realize, oh my gosh, people are really believing this. Now, I understand change sometimes needs to be abrupt, and there needs to be change agents, and they need to be a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. And I get some of those things. But what the argument is women have been doing this for so long, right? Where they get to say whatever they want and do whatever they want, and it just hurts the man. I'm going to take the other route and try to see if we can't do it back to the woman to make this all look like she's just bat crap crazy. And we're going to fight fire with fire. Again, when you fight fire with fire, you turn into fire. Zion's not the problem. He's part of the problem. Men, I'm going to say this one more time. Stop having unprotected smecks, bro, with these online models. What is going on, bro?
Just
with these
period.
online
Just
models.
period. Not even
or just
period.
anybody in general. Like, bro, it's 2025. You've seen all the STDs. You've seen all the stories of the crazy baby mamas.
You've
You've seen it
man.
all. There's so many lawsuits out there. There's so many people that were stuck because of their situations, and they were professionals, and now they lost everything because the girl came out and said this about them. How many more examples do we need before we finally realize, no, condoms are probably the best solution here. I'm sick of it. I don't want to hear any more of these stories like, well, she was crazy. Yeah, but you knew that when you were boning her. Like, yeah. I'm over it.
Or keep making dumb decisions.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is why I have no empathy.
I'm going to be chilling.
You keep making dumb decisions, then you keep giving us content. So
exactly. You're going to be stuck.
You're going to be stuck. We got something to talk about.
Put you on that Mount Stuck one.
We got to give it another name, ASAP.
No, because we can use that for everything. You put all the OnlyFans models up there because they get stuck more. You can put everything up there.
Nah, for sure. I think she's jumping on a lawsuit because there was 7 other women, I think, that came out first.
Yeah, but Busby already declined. So if Busby declined, you already out of there. And he the most sleaze of all of them.
Yeah,
Busby already said no.
Busby only declining because it's the last 2. If the last 2 ain't hit
the
way they did, he'd have picked up.
No, I doubt it, bro. Listen, that story's so whack.
No, his name is too hot right now. That's it. If it would have happened even 2 years from now, he probably would have picked up. Busby ain't dumb. He ain't the, what they say, tigers don't change their stripes. He gonna be the sleazeball lawyer for forever. That's his lane.
That's,
you know
what
I'm saying?
Pocket.
That's right.
That's his pocket. And unfortunately, there will be actual victims, and I'll say
that's the sad part.
Yeah, that were actually trying to reach out to him for help, but he just using them for money. Anywho, if there are victims of Zion Williamson, I hope that you get your restitution. Zion,
bro,
come on,
I can't even give you nothing.
But honestly, his career has been disappointing to me anyway. Yeah. I can't. To me, he's like and I say this crazy too. And this is no disrespect to Dwight Howard. This is how I just personally feel. Dwight, I feel like, are you a top 75 player of all time in basketball history? I believe so. I think you could have been a top 25. I think you could have been a top 15. But there was a moment in time where I think you just gave up on like what it takes to be that top athlete. And I can't stand people like that who are supremely gifted as well. Mm-hmm. I've seen too many of them. I can't. That's worse to me than anybody else. Who is gifted with all of the tools to be the most successful more than anybody else, and then just threw it away and I feel the same way about Zion, bro. You got to the league, all they kept telling you was you need to lose weight. You never did that until now. You need to work on certain aspects of the game. You didn't want to do that. You just wanted all the ancillary stuff and the fame that came with the game, but you didn't want the game. and I can't
the
stand
fame
that.
includes OnlyFans models, which you
And you're
can't
paying
stop.
for them,
food.
bro. Y'all have money, dog.
Yeah,
Y'all have money.
in New Orleans.
You have money. There's no way. If I was ever rich, you wouldn't. I would not. I'm not paying for basically
Yes.
anything
Yeah.
because the money gives you perceived power. So you either want this part of the life. I'm not paying for nothing. I guess you pay for it in some other way, but I'm not exchanging no cash ever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The hunt is in the perspective of the hunt is wrong. You see, you're talking about somebody who's going to make some money, a lot of money, right? Like with our mind, and the girls that want me, that will do anything for me for free, I'm going to take advantage of that, is what you're saying.
I mean, if I was in that mode, yes.
Sure, but that's because we've experienced life and we've had to actually like pick up girls with our own reverence. We've had to try, right? These guys, you got to remember, these are jocks. These are superstar
Zion
jocks.
been my
They've
boy.
been
Okay,
superstar
superstar
jocks.
job. I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I was
since
a jock,
and
but I
no,
feel you,
I mean,
I feel you.
Nah, he's superstar.
These are the
Yeah,
guys that have
he
been
was-
superstars since they were 5 years old.
Zion was the boy.
Right. So they have no game. They have no real like. All they know is they
Right.
got money to
They're
play.
the hot girls of the boys.
That's exactly right. So they're going to go get the hot girls every time, and that costs money. And
Mm-hmm.
so if you're going to do that, that's fine. That's the same thing I felt about Shannon Sharp. Same exact thing I'm saying about Shannon. Shannon, love you, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh wow, bro.
Yeah.
Get you a wife, dog. You gotta
Real
worry about none of
talk.
that.
Easy.
Bro, what? That's the
Yeah,
code.
bro,
Your wife,
yeah.
dog.
Unlock the
The
code.
cheat
Get
Don't
away.
worry
codes,
about
get
none of
away.
that, dog.
That's the cheat code.
But here's my Mutha-Stucka, bro. Somebody came in. Somebody just came.
Hey, somebody low key got us on. Go ahead though. Yeah. Go ahead.
Somebody just came and knocked on the door earlier, but I thought y'all was coming early for a meeting or something. I said, okay, Katie, open the door. She opened the door. I seen the dude. I said, back up. I go, come on. So I got up, go outside. It's a guy, a young guy, young lady. Now I'm already knowing they here to sell something.
Roof.
But if y'all know me, I don't even want you to think that you have the access to be inside my house. So I step outside, close the door every time.
Every time.
Step outside, close the door. Boom, boom, boom. I'm willing to talk to you. Like it's all good. I'm never gonna buy what you're selling. But I know you gotta
Go through your
You gotta-
spiel.
you
you
gotta
gotta
go
hit
through your
quota. You gotta hit it.
spiel.
Gotta do
You
it.
know, yeah. And I know you, and nobody else is answering the door. You know, you probably whatever. You know, I'll go back and forth, whatever. And so we did. And bro, they're talking about treating for wasp. Like, we going in the neighborhood, right? We going around the neighborhood, and you know, we trying to pre-treat for wasp and da 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 da. And I'm like, bro, wasp haven't even really been a problem this season for me yet. You know, so it's all good. Da 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 da. She said, yeah. I said, yeah. Then he out here giving me a whole spiel about wasp and yellow jackets and everything else. And then a wasp flies up. First one I seen all season, by the way. Wasp fly up and go in there. I said, hey, there goes. So he said, ooh, what is? Ooh, he said, that's a wasp, right? I said, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. If you selling me something, you got to know your species,
a
bro.
South
That's number one.
African.
Number two, he was telling me all of this stuff about what he can do for me, and he was like, you know, after hearing all of that, which he wasn't even really coherent. After hearing all that, how much do you think that would cost? Which salespeople, I have to tell you, that's the dumbest tactic. I am not the expert in what you're trying to sell me. I will never know the answer to that question.
I know why they do it.
You're
It's
trying to, because they're gonna pitch me a deal. I might say, oh wow,
They want you to put the number up.
right, and then
because
they can come below it.
So what they're doing is a reverse of top-down selling.
Yeah.
But they're using your intellect to create that top.
Because if I'd have gave you a number, you would have just went 20 underneath that. But if I told you nothing, you have a baseline or something. I don't know. So I told him, I said, bro, this is kind of a dumb question for me because like I don't know nothing like that. So I would never have a clue of how much it would cost.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, well, we can do all that for $40. I said, $40? Oh, he said, yeah, a month. So he's like, yeah, if you just give me your number, you know, I can get you on a subscription. I said, nah, I'm good, bro. Like, I'm not going to do that. One, because I'm not just about to give you my number. But also, I don't need I'm fine taking care of my stuff. So then I was asking them because they keep trying to sell me. I said, well, do y'all have like a business card or something so I can, you know, or reach out to y'all if I change my mind? And she goes, we're not that fancy. And I said, okay. So I got it all on Ring camera too. I said, can I give y'all little tips? Just think, you know, business cards ain't that expensive.
$50.
They're not that expensive. But can I just tell you a story? Yeah. I said, okay. Y'all leave my house. Tomorrow, another company comes in, tries to give me the same service that y'all trying to give
They
me.
have a business card I'm giving them.
Right? And I say to them, I'm really not, I think I'm good. And they go, you know what? Here's my card. Just take my card. If you change your mind, give us a call. And 2 weeks later, I get stung by a bee. I talked to 2 salesmen. Who do you think I'm calling? Somebody who gave me the business card and that's why I can remember y'all name? Or you're banking on me to remember this interaction and remember what your company name was. I have no idea who your company is. It wasn't Orkin. It wasn't one of the big companies. It's a small company. Come on, bro. I said, y'all ain't got no QR code, no nothing I can sell. Like, y'all
Are they
can.
Young Bulls?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So I'm
Young
like, bro,
Bulls
y'all
stuff.
gotta lock that in, right? And they're like, well, we just do the scheduling. I said, yeah, but like, go tell your business people. They let them know, bro. Y'all gotta lock this in, because if somebody else came with this, I'm giving them this. So I'm like, the reason why I say the Unstuck is I just feel like that interaction, y'all got to get better, bro.
Yeah.
Door-to-door salesman right now in general, but I know
Y'all got to
some
get
beasts in
better.
that- in
Y'all
that
got to
space.
get. But I've had some other salesmen come who gave a great pitch, and I've let them know, like, hey, bro, you're
Yeah.
You
If
wrong.
somebody
Funny-
does their job,
what's
I'll tell
funny?
You're
I had a
wrong,
guy-
bro.
You know what's funny about this? I had a guy. I won't at him because he's already famous enough now. But I had a guy who was walking around and selling solar about 3 years ago when it first started to get hot, and he had a whole social media team with him. He was trying to sneak record me on the iPad, but I know, like, I'm in social media, so when I saw the guy, like, I was like, okay, you recording me? He's like, yeah. I was like, bro, just relax. We can't use this. But you go ahead and give me your spiel. This guy was phenomenal. He just kept cutting. He even had the little personal dig. Like, he's like, so he said the name of the house, which I guess was the previous owners before we bought it. And I said, oh, well, no, yeah, that's not the name of the owner of the house. I didn't tell him my name or anything. He goes, oh, so you're not the man of the house? And I was like, good one. Like, he didn't,
Right.
nice little dig, right? Now he's like super famous.
Yeah.
Like, super famous from door to door doing that. So there's people that can make it happen and do the right thing, and
Yeah,
they know how to use
just-
it right. But for the most part, it's just youngsters that need to get their skin
Get
off. in the
they,
sales
and then at
game.
the end,
Yeah.
oh, girl goes, you seem like cool. Can I ask you this question? I said, sure. She was like, do you have any snacks?
Yes, I always
Wow.
give water.
So,
and-
like I said,
yeah,
I ain't got no
always do that.
water bottles, but I
They
said,
asked that for real?
Yeah, they
she
get- a lot
did.
of people.
And
What's
I
the
said-
name of
what's
the
the name of
guy
the
that I'm
company?
talking about?
What's the name of the company?
I think it's called like Truly Nolan or something like that.
Yeah, that Truly Nolan.
Hold on.
If that's the name of the company, you gotta
Here,
stop.
here goes. That same guy, his iPad guy was struggling. I saw him. His knees were like doing this. So I said, you good, bro? He goes, I got to be honest with you. Can I use your restroom? I said, absolutely not. But you can go around the back on the side there, and you can hit that tree or something if you want.
Yeah, but that's y'all
Yeah,
gotta
you're not
stop.
going to my house.
So
But
what
I did give them a Sprite tea.
There you go.
That's,
I did.
Hey,
I
shout out to
said,
Sprite
you know
Team.
what I said? I said, Sprite came out with a Sprite plus tea. I said, I got a couple in there and they ice cold. And the dude first was like, I don't know. And the girl was like, yeah, I'll try anything.
I ain't giving you
I
nothing.
said, bet. Went inside, I got one for the dude, and they took it, and I hope
There
they
you
drank it. I said, that's cold. Y'all got to stay hydrated, man. Go do your thing.
It's up to Truly Nolan. Keep your team hydrated, bro.
That's right.
They asking people like, who does that?
Yeah,
But
that's
what,
tough.
What we
but
got for the what we got? Who's Mutha-Stucka?
the,
got
the
Zion.
Cruise, Zion, Truly Nolan, and
I got Truly Nolan because they pissed me
Yeah,
off.
Truly
'Cause
Nolan.
I've knocked on doors before, bro. I've had to hold the piss and hold the boo boo and not ask for drinks when I was really thirsty. It's no excuses, bro. It's tacky.
Yeah.
Were they black or white?
one dude was black, one was another.
Big wood race bait and everything.
Did the black guy ask you to use your bathroom?
Huh?
Was it the black person that asked you to use your or get the drink?
The snack? No, it was the lady.
Good. Was she white?
No,
Messy?
she was just a person of color, but I don't know what
Good.
like race she was.
He's
Like,
clear.
they were cool. I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Black
wasn't,
dude, you clear, baby.
Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah, that's Truly Nolan, man. That's
Well,
sad.
let's
Yeah,
get
there was a
stuck
little
on
bit in
comments,
the.
bro.
Oh, stuck on comments. Yeah, pull it up.
Stuck on comments. You guys have a lot to say, and we like to reply.
Christy Harden, I know she said something.
Chrissy in there. I think I grouped in a bunch of them.
This
a
them right
bunch
here.
of them.
Christy.
Pest control termites. They're really known
They
for
Oh yeah,
call-
Truly Nolan. Yeah, you out of there. And yeah, beautiful. Yeah, you out of there.
nice little website you got there. bro.
Yeah, you spent money on. We know you
Come on,
spent
Jaron.
money.
What they talking about this week?
All
They
right.
talking about nothing.
So
Ain't talking about that.
we got one comment from
E not.
I'm dead. This is an episode where we're talking about like protecting the next generation. Action Fade said, and this is why we decided to not have kids. In reference to us, like what age group do kids got to get on up out of there?
Oh, okay, cool. What did we put an age on that? Did they have to get out by like 18?
No.
No, I think everybody just had their own.
Everyone
Oh,
had
okay,
their
bet.
own, yeah.
I bet.
We talked about how that's a tough decision. No one responded to is there a grown age, so I feel like that's kind of messed up. I would love that. Dame V said, I left at 22, going on 23, but I'm gonna give my child till 25. I know the world I came up in ain't the one they gonna come up in. Maybe 23 if they aren't in school.
I think 25 should be because you said 25, so
agree.
that might be the new number. Are we making that law?
I'm
Yo,
sticking
got
to
it. That's law.
And I'm only doing that because of the science.
25, unless it's my daughter, then she can get whatever she
'Cause
wants.
I'm also believing that you're supposed to like keep separation enough so that they can do things on their own and
Facts.
learn how to be.
Well, what about 26 because of insurance? 25 kind of fraud, giving them a year to the.
We'll see.
But a year to
We'll
stay
see.
protected with insurance. Like you
Oh,
can still be
yeah,
out there,
yeah,
but stay
right, yeah.
protected.
Act
He's
as
right,
if,
he's right,
act
he's
as
right,
if.
he's right.
Start
Give them a
working through
year.
it.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
Well, the other part is on that
25 's
one, he
right.
said. So we got to talk about this in the black community. We say things like 22 going on 23. Isn't that what you're doing when you start the day you turn 22? Aren't you
100%.
Well, see, that's why when people ask me how old I am, I give them what I believe is my real age, and then I tell them the age that like makes sense to them. Because when people like
Explain.
friends,
Yeah.
well, when we celebrate our birthday, like when your very first birthday, what candles on the cake?
One.
Well, how old are you? Because
Technically a year and 9 months.
Yeah.
Unless
how old are you?
Unless it was 9
You've
months.
completed your first year. I'm not one anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
And
already.
on top of that, I was 9 months in the belly alive, so I got a year and 9 months.
You know what I'm saying?
technically.
So like for me, when people say, "Oh, how old are you?" I'm like, I will have completed my 35th year of life on November 2nd. I'm not, but I'm 34. If you're asking me,
Mm.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm not doing none of that. Hey,
gotta hit him with
whatever the last
Yeah.
birthday was.
Yeah.
Whatever my last birthday was, that's what I am till I turn the next birthday.
Allie said she never understood how people can tell their kids to get out at 18 and think that they're going to be good. Me at 18 by myself, dangerous.
Yeah, I think that was a grown-
So you were outside?
is there
Or-
Somebody was outside.
Look, me at 18 out and about. I mean, we always had a chance to go
Ooh.
home, but like
That boy was wild.
I was
boy.
not. That's what I'm
Hey.
saying. I wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like I was definitely. I'm the rule follower, bro.
Mercedes
Boy, I
face.
remember being at Grambling State.
That wasn't 18.
What was that?
That was 17, 16.
That boy had a Mercedes at the age of 16.
I didn't have a Mercedes.
He's been spoiled since day one.
No, we weren't spoiled. I didn't have a Mercedes.
I know
My boss,
we weren't.
my
You
boss
were.
knew.
Mercedes?
My boss knew that the only way to get me to come to work was to give me the car.
I got a story about a Mercedes, bro. Bro, it's an elephant and a rat. They real good friends, but they was walking around in the jungle, you know what I'm saying, following the path. Remember that. They real good. The elephant fell in a hole. Help me out. The rat was like, "Damn, how I'm supposed to, you a big, I got an idea." The rat ran home, got his Mercedes Benz, drove to the hole, got a rope, threw it down to the elephant and said, "Hey, put it on your trunk. I got my Mercedes Benz. We're going to take you out." It worked. Pulled the elephant out. They get back to strolling, you know, because they best friends, right? They in the jungle, strolling down the
Path.
down the path. The rat fell in the hole. Help me out. The elephant threw his dick in the hole and said, "Hey, grab my dick. I'll get you out of there." Now, what's the moral of the story? Hey, if you got a big dick, you don't need to Mercedes Benz.
I'm so dead.
was about to say
That's
that.
so
I was
man.
about to say that.
Bro, I'm over here
hard,
thinking
though.
like there's some deep
I
moral.
was going deep. I was going deep with it. I was like,
The second
man.
he said, "Put your dick in," I knew what it was. I was
Wow.
like,
I'm dead.
It's the pause episode, man.
So
Fleece. That's what Fleece. The Fleece was the elephant.
right,
Whoa.
Brick 558
Hold on,
said the age to get out of the house is 45 to 48.
Damn.
That's up there.
Hey, what Brian gonna say? Is he white or black?
Yeah, that's
No,
exactly what I was about to say.
which
Water
one?
black.
It's a white B according to this. It's just it's
Oh, his name
a
Brick.
letter. Yeah.
We know you black. We got him. Nah, you
But then
fraud for
right
that,
underneath that, Matthew 2. That's actually Matthew. I actually like that one.
The first one is stupid.
Matthew 2
Number 214.
is
Hey, 2 Corinthians.
I'm dead. Matthew said they need to stop giving y'all Balrog microphones.
What does that mean?
A ball rock.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, wait, basically, first off, anytime, this is how corny niggas is on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
We
you
getting
know,
them.
Get them.
No, seriously, bro. Because you gotta be innovative with your digs.
On God.
So anytime somebody, especially with men, so this is a men thing, not against women. So if you see women that suck at podcasting or anything like that, nobody comments this. It's only men.
Okay, cool.
And they comment, they gotta stop giving niggas like podcast mics. Basically, like,
But what is ball rock?
What's the ball rock?
Google it now.
Yeah,
Hey,
let me
Google it.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that.
I put it in there because I thought you would know because you're the audio guy.
No, I'm just saying ball rock. It could be a racial slur.
That's a pause, bro.
It might be a
Here's
racial
the
slur.
best part.
I don't know.
Now, here's the best part. This is what I thought. Potentially, it could just be a spelling error, but then that makes you look even dumber.
Yeah.
That part.
Well, he is dumb. But what's
Boggle rog?
Yeah, you can't find it because I tried it already.
Yeah,
What's it? How you spell it?
BALL-ROG. I don't know what that means.
Anybody go Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, yeah. Let me ask ChatGPT instead.
Yeah, ask Chat, bro. What's his name?
We're not even dealing with Google no more,
First
baby.
of all, just give it a second. What's this guy's name?
Matthew 2?
Mind you, we're deep. We done passed Google. We're going to ChatGPT.
We're gonna chat. That's how
ball
rock you
ridiculous.
are.
Yeah, this comment is.
That's
Bro,
crazy.
I'm not finding nothing, bro.
Exactly.
So either you can't spell or you're using lingo on the internet that only people in your circle understand. And you put that on there to get likes. And how many likes did that comment get?
Yeah, ChatGPT don't even know.
Forget the likes. Let's go to this page real quick.
Yeah, it's time to
let's do it.
Are we
come on.
finding them up?
Yeah, we actually getting fired up, bro. 'Cause, like, if you
Hold on.
I'm cool with it. If it's a funny dig, I love it. But if you gonna dig,
He ain't
to
even
be
got a
trash,
profile picture, so
Oh,
I'm firing you
oh,
up there.
yeah, bro.
You got the B. Oh,
bro, not the bot.
Tell me he got videos or
Not
something.
the bot.
Nah, he fraud.
subscribers?
What was it on? Instagram or what?
It looked like it was on
YouTube, I think so.
On
Oh
the
yeah,
tube,
he a
too?
fraud.
Yeah,
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 Yeah, it looked
Ball
like it was
Rock,
on
he-
YouTube.
That's tough.
I typed in ball rock.
I'm looking. Like I'm even going through
Bro,
Reddit
really,
to try to find
the
it,
crazy
bro.
part is
Brief
this,
558.
that means he's winning because we're out here talking about
No, 100%.
No, that's the point,
100%.
friend.
Yeah,
this is
Yeah,
stuck
you
on
supposed to
comment.
win,
Hey, really
baby.
gonna
He
smile?
figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. You're either gonna smile or recognize you a lane.
Hey, look, the only thing I'm seeing right now, Balrog with one L,
That's-
is like a sports demon.
What?
And so far, everything I found is like
We're sports
a
demons.
sports demon that wields a soul reaping
Sport
stick,
demon. That's why.
a soul reaping stick, and a bat to deal AOE damage.
So hold on, time out. So
D&D
this guy's like
niggas?
a D&D guy? I was about to say.
Well, look at the
This
graphic.
boy.
He,
ain't even
he
got
watching
a-
Stranger Things.
It looks
right
like a
now.
hockey stick and a bat.
I
And
can't-
like
That can't be it.
as a
So
bat.
Somebody please pull this man's.
I can't. He can't find him.
Go to YouTube.
I'm on YouTube.
Hey man, we need to do the.
Let's move on,
Never
'cause
mind.
he's
Let's move
fraud.
on. Yeah,
Is there
he's
any more
fraud,
comments?
bro.
Yeah,
He's
he just
fraud.
fraud.
We ain't gonna never be
One
stuck
more?
on you again. Matter of fact, we got a new segment for people who trash and they tried it and it didn't work. Stuck in hell.
Oh, stuck
Matthew
in
2,
hell.
you stuck in hell.
We put him in there?
You will
Hey,
never be
no,
brought
I-
up
I
on
got
this show
him in
again.
Hey,
Huh?
I got a
Are we
better
putting him
one.
in there?
Yeah, drop it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a better one. We're gonna call it Stuck on Red.
Stuck on red?
No, stuck on red.
On red?
We
Yeah,
gonna
stuck
be
on red. Bet.
Yeah,
Which one
No,
on real
me.
talk? Which one we riding with? I like that.
stuck on red.
Stuck on
Stuck
red.
on
red.
Stuck on red.
He
is what
stuck
it
on
is,
red.
bro.
My boy that made it all
Yeah,
the way
you
to
made
this
us that
section and
segment.
made us a whole
Yeah.
section.
Thank you. Sometimes the greatest things are birthed out of the wackest
talk.
things.
By the
Real
way,
talk.
we're not sensitive. We love the.
No,
Bro,
100%.
please go hard
Yeah.
on us.
Hey, when we put out
100%.
this clip for Balrog,
Yeah.
B
Whatever that means.
No, I'm talking about he talking
BALLROG,
about nearby.
tag him in it, please.
Please.
And if y'all know what it is, if it is something, it could be something. He might be calling us.
Maybe we just.
Yeah, it
Sports
might be
mongers
some
or
New
something.
York
Hey,
lingo
We
or
low
something.
key unks. All of us on this couch.
Yeah,
low
we-
key
Yeah, we
unks.
unks.
Facts.
Yeah, he a YN. bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Is that?
That's wild.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
We
YN
ended with
would have
Balrog?
Yeah,
Bro,
Balrog.
this is the Fleece episode for sure.
No, Balrog. Listen, you didn't put yourself in there.
Stucky situation. I'm so in love with her. And she's in love with me.
Okay with the harmony.
Face oh, you can see. My bad. I thought you couldn't see.
He said, I'm
up,
so
Tasha?
in love with
Right. All right. So
Bro, we famous with Tasha K?
Tasha
this is submitted by Tasha.
Shout out, Tasha.
She says, "Hey, StuckyPod.
What up?
I've been friends with the same group since college. We've been through everything together, but lately I feel like I can't be myself around them. They make little jokes that don't sit right. I've grown a lot over the years and just don't find the same things funny or even cool anymore. But when I speak up or act different, they say I'm doing too much or that I've changed. I have changed, and I think for the better. But do I keep trying to fit in or walk away from people who don't really see me anymore?"
We kind of have something similar to this.
I was about to say, yeah.
This is
Like one
But
of
I
the
mean,
first
that's-
episodes we did was
100%. But people, I think it might be like one of those. I feel like everybody goes through a similar type of situation where you're starting to recognize either you're outgrowing your friends or maybe I wouldn't call it outgrowing. Just people start to go in different directions in life, bro. Like, yeah, it's not really an outgrow. But we like to say that, but if you look at the connotation of outgrow, it's not really that positive. I do think there are times in life where like the season is not the same, and your focus is and the things that you have that you are prioritizing are different than what your friends are prioritizing. And so it feels like you're like, dang, like for instance, you talked about the little jokes don't sit right. You may have some sort of conviction. I just posted a Instagram story talking about zodiac signs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't partake in them type of conversations no more. It might be different. You might just be feeling a little different way about things, and that's fine. And maybe you've used your friends up and your friends have used you up.
Right. Because that's what I was going to get into. We don't like to talk about the uncomfortable so much that I find myself getting into, and I know this experience. I just had a conversation with a college buddy of mine that, she's just in a different space than I'm in, and I think that's okay. Like, I think that's okay. What we have to accept, though, is that people do that, and then you can keep the friendships.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, if you accept that it's not called growing apart and all that other stuff that you've heard. It's just, this is their life.
Mm-hmm.
And they do whatever the heck they want to do in theirs, and then guess what? I do what I want to do.
I still love you.
All of that.
I still want the best for you.
All of that.
I just also recognize that, like, I'm not serving you, you're not serving me. I'm not getting anything, you're not getting anything. It doesn't mean we won't stay in touch. I don't want to hear about how you're growing and your kids, if you have them, or whatever, your business ventures. You don't have to. That was my take, and I'll let y'all on the couch talk.
Yeah, Jeremy, come on. You would tell me what
I
you
don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to give them up 100%. And be like, I'm done with them. You can just be like,
fleece them.
Yeah, hey, you know.
Find your space. Find your peace. Whatever that is. I'm at a point right now where and it took me a long time to get to this point where, like, I have to learn to let that space happen. And like you said, like, it doesn't mean that you don't love them. It doesn't mean anything else. But it means that I have to accept that relationship that you built can and will change. And once you start to accept that, you create the positive space for yourself. And it doesn't mean that you need to go out all the time with them and then just accept the digs or accept the jokes or anything like that. It might mean if you're a person who goes out with them 4 or 5 times a month, maybe it's once or twice. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's once. Maybe it's I'll hit you up on FaceTime for y'all Apple folk. But, like, create the space that doesn't hinder your life and, like, doesn't mess with your peace. So I think that's what's most important. Like, I refuse to now I really try to not ever put myself in a space where my peace gets messed with.
Mine's simple, man. I got to tell my daughter. I got to talk to you like I talk to my daughter. Fitting in is lame.
Big
Facts.
Time.
That's it for me.
That's actually not cool.
If you got to fit in with your friends, something's off. Mm-hmm. You know that I'm always preaching leadership, or I'm always preaching self. So, like he said, find your space, which means make yourself happy. Mm-hmm. Focus on you, man. Tasha, we don't want you stuck and stupid, baby. Did you get yours? Yeah. I about to say I went quick on your ass.
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, Tasha.
And
Yeah,
this is the Fleece episode, but Stuck and Stupid is a segment where a person plays his name, finds himself in a stuck and stupid situation, and then we put their ass on the wheel. We've been doing this for a long time, guys. Cori, spin that wheel.
And the wheel keeps spinning, and oh no,
no.
You know,
the lag.
The lag. Ain't nothing like a.
Is it stuck and stupid to put a time limit on widows or widowers before they can leave love again?
What?
I saw that. I turned and tried to look at the camera, and I saw the E and went hard. But can love it?
See the E's in your yard?
Is it stuck and stupid to put a time limit on widows or widowers before they can love again?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm stuck here.
I'm stuck here.
I'm
The
stuck
situations
here. Yes.
They will arise. They will arise.
Exactly. Analyze, but you gotta be smart about it. Celebrations with the guys. I sacrifice, but I knew you could not think that out in me.
Yeah.
I love you.
You were my what?
You were my girl. You see,
Hey, the hi-hat though.
What he say? But just don't say it easy. They have to call.
You don't have to call, girl. Hey, doom.
It's okay, girl. Cause I'ma be alright tonight.
Hey, that song. This song literally negates.
That's my favorite Pharrell beat of all time.
Yeah.
Bro.
Whoa.
First of all, we haven't had a good session like that in a minute, Paul.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm stuck in.
I'm
I
stuck in.
think sometimes you don't want to hit them with the Nene leaks. You feel me? But
The what?
Nene Leaks is from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Big time. I love Nene.
Nene big time.
Well, she kind of. Her husband, I think her husband's name was Greg. He passed away, and a lot of people were on her because they felt like it seemed like it was like 23 days later, and she with another dude. So for me, if I had to put a little time limit on, I'd say a smooth year. I'm a year.
So you're using the regular relationship timelines?
Yeah, I'm like get at least.
Matt said you need a year per marriage. If you've been married for 10, you got to be off for 10.
And this is really inspired from the Vanessa Bryant. A lot of people were saying Vanessa Bryant, they thought that she was preggo. And then she's like, nah, I ain't pregnant. I'm just going to enjoy my summer. I'm popping out and enjoying the summer. Yeah. Summer is me. But yeah, so for me, I just think at least a year.
Yeah, that's why I'm stuck in. Because we have another example of this in the church with Pastor.
Yeah, Tony. Oh, Tony.
Yeah.
One of our most viewed episodes, huh?
Yeah, but think about it. Tony was
Tony who? Evans? Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship, Dallas, Texas. What's up?
Yeah, Tony Evans is
air it out.
Well, former, and I don't know if we should say it's strange.
Former.
No, because he is.
Yeah.
After this past weekend, I think even Gibson stepped down, so it's literally former.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, so
Jonathan ain't playing, baby.
Yeah, shout out Jonathan Evans.
Hey, Jonathan been doing a hell of a job. I thought you were gonna be stuck in, but bro, you're stuck yes right now.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you. That
Tony
last
Evans.
sermon was crazy last Sunday,
So
boy.
good.
Picking choices. Hey, anyway,
Yeah.
my bad.
Well, Jonathan Evans is the son of Tony Evans, and he's taking over OCBF, which is Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship. This is what we're talking about. But the example was Tony, his wife passed, First Lady a few years ago.
R.P. Lois.
Yeah, Lois passed. There was some time in between, and then he got married again to somebody we actually know.
It's our yeah.
Yeah.
It's our
cousin, right?
Oh.
But there was pushback from the community, like, wow, you were married to Lois forever, and then like within 5 years, you're already married to somebody else again. But in my mind,
was it 5?
It was 5 years.
Oh, okay, my bad.
So in my mind, I'm thinking, wait, it was 5 years. Like that's not enough time.
Yeah, not for Tony.
You said it's not enough time?
But that's what Cori said every year for every year.
No. I'm saying that's what Matt is saying.
Nah.
Matt saying if you married 40, you have a 40-year off.
Yeah.
And put it in the comments, but give us a time, like if you had to put a time on it, like, or you just like, what do you think?
If you had to put a time on it, I would say,
see,
once the life insurance is cleared.
Whoa, this boy is out.
I literally only say that because there should not be time limits.
Okay.
Yeah,
love is love. That's why I'm and you can fall in love with someone again, and you can fall in love with someone quickly. So I say it's dumb to put a time limit.
But if you had to,
if I had to, wait for that life insurance to clear.
Usually when's that clear?
I would say you say life insurance clears. I would say once you have surpassed your grief.
Yes,
right?
I agree with that.
I say grief you'll never surpass fully because you don't actually get out of grief. But like once you have gotten out of that mourning period in which you're okay and you have let go of the fact that your partner has passed, I think it is fair game to do whatever.
That's
is there an average? But you would know this. Is there an average? Do they have a statistic for that?
Bro, some people could be moved on within months, bro.
Some people can move on within days.
Most of them were cheating while the other person
was in school for this, so he knows.
Some people will never. That's why some people don't ever get married again. They're like nobody could ever measure up.
Yeah.
And that's because of the memory that they have held on to. They're never going to let that go. So they won't even allow themselves the space to love somebody else. So that's why I say you can't put a time limit on it, bro. But and also, here's what I got to say. Why do you care?
Real talk.
Why do you care, man? Let them do what they gonna do. You know?
I'm gonna say it like this: who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Who's
saying?
Stephen A. Smith? Who cares?
Hit that wheel.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. We don't care.
Stephen A.
He just got another deal too.
Big boy. I see you on a little run. Hey, is it stuck and stupid to let your kids cuss starting at the age of 14? Whoa.
I'm stuck in too.
Whoa.
I'm surprised.
So I'm stuck. No. Or yes. I mean, I'm stuck.
Yeah, I'm stuck. Yeah.
I'm stuck now.
All right.
I'm
hit
stuck.
It. Hit it. Ding.
I'm stuck and because the vocabulary is gonna happen. I say it's letting your kids cuss is different. Like if you're allowing them to curse for reasons that are
Like sports or something.
I don't know, like give it a reason, but like letting them cuss at 14, it's gonna happen. Like they're gonna do it at school. We were kind of doing it at school. Like we're doing it at location. Like they're gonna do it away from you. So I'd rather you like say, hey, like okay, do it. But if you do it in the wrong way, the wrong reasons and stuff like that, like you can be in trouble for it. The same thing is cursing can't be the only thing in your vocabulary. You can't make it your vocabulary. So like if you become a sailor at 14, we have problems. But like,
are you talking them through the lines they should be using?
No, or? I'm not talking them through it. But like, if I'm going to address it if it's brought up, like, does that make sense? Like, I'm not going to say, "Oh, honey, you turned 14, you're going to be allowed to curse now." No, but like, let's say for whatever reason I come across an incident, you know, where
I'm saying, but how's the thing? Like,
little Johnny boy said the F word in school today. Okay, well, what was this? Give me the whole sentence.
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and then this is a coaching / teaching moment. You know, I'm not just going to find the switch and get the business, you know. It's a teaching moment.
Y'all cussing volleyball? I just want to put y'all
out there.
Yeah. Well, I mostly at myself. I don't ever do anything like across the net, but like at myself, absolutely.
Come on, Cori. What's your reason for
I
that?
mean, in a similar fashion, I do think I'm kind of anybody who knows me, I'm a firm believer in boundaries and harm reduction. So I do think in offering healthy ways for people to experiment and learn and do other things. So if I am going to, I don't think, I'm also of the fact of like, I don't think that what everybody thinks is a certain thing, I don't necessarily feel a certain way, right? Like the words that you're about, they don't to me. So a lot of the things I care about is your intention behind the wording that you use. Now, and why did you feel the need to use certain modifiers? Because we use these swear words as modifiers to our language. So could you have modified it better or whatever? And maybe you feel like it's more natural to you. That's fine. Now, I would have a level of respect in my house that you wouldn't feel that so freely to do so. But if you came to me and was like, hey, I'm like super upset. Can I just talk freely real quick? And I say, yeah, get it off your chest. And you start going, and this is the best way you can really express how you're feeling, because maybe your vocabulary isn't that wild. And sometimes, you know what, bro? The reason why their swear words are emphatic is because sometimes they're the best choice of words to describe
how you feel.
Yeah,
how you
they
feel.
hit hard, boy.
Yeah. Sometimes it is the best thing to describe how you feel.
Ain't nothing
That F word, that's a big
I don't want to
word.
strip that aspect away, but on the same side of that coin, it's just a tool. Language and words are a tool for everything. One thing I would be against, you do not use that against somebody else. Right. You do not use that in competition to somebody else. You don't. The way you talk to people is still very important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you never know this. Here's what I'll say to that. I'm gonna just read it what it says. It said, "Let your kids cuss starting at the age of 14." Listen to me. It's not. I'm completely stuck yes on this. I'm not hearing none of that.
Yeah,
now,
I ain't hearing nothing.
Because here's my thing. Even in your anger, because my job as your father is to prepare you for the world that you're not in yet. I don't know of a world where you're able to talk like this across the lines, however that may be, even in full scale, just individual conversation. If I was at work, right, and me and Jeremy were talking, and I just was letting them fly, it wouldn't take long before someone in the professional setting would put me to the side and be like, yo, listen, maybe we don't use some of that language because it's offensive to a lot of people. I've gotten pulled to the side from saying, geez, I'll never forget this. Shout out to, you know who you are. I had a team, and I was leading a team of salesmen. And I had this phrase that I use all the time at work. And it was to help explain, like, my disdain for something.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Somebody would say something, I'd be like, geez, Louise, right? And I've been saying this my whole life. It's, to Cori's point, an alternative for something else. But I can use it, and you fully get what I'm saying when I say geez, Louise, right? I said this over and over and over again. In almost every meeting, somebody would say something crazy, and I would respond like that. Well, somebody pulled me to the side afterward. This is one of the people I'm training. Hey, man, I know you say you're a Christian. So am I. But if you're a Christian and you really feel that way, you should understand what I'm about to say to you. I said, I'm listening, please. Well, Jesus Louise is just extremely close to Jesus Christ. And it just makes me super uncomfortable. And every time you say it, I just get infuriated. And I know you can't tell that it's infuriating me. So I'm educating you now that this just feels offensive, right? Now, this is Jeez Louise, right? So in other words, I know in real life application and real world application, you can't just freely be flying around saying these words that are offensive to other people. Not because people should be less sensitive. Maybe. I agree. I think people should be. Let people live their lives a little bit. If they're not attacking you with the words, why does it matter? And I'll give you examples of that too. I've told people, let them be. Who cares if those kids are cussing, right? Those are their kids and their experience. They're going to have to handle that with their parents and whoever else is around them. This whole takes a village thing is dying, right? It's all kind of dying. So this whole trying to, in other words, I wish somebody would check my kid. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. Like he's talking to his friends and he's using foul language. I'd be like, bro, and you know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna go check that, but and so that the point I'm making is it's my role to prepare him for real life scenarios. So I'm not gonna condone it in my house and then hope to God that he uses the right tools in public, you know, in the future. It doesn't work like that. The kids don't work like this. So if you're gonna use the curse words outside the house, that's on your own merit. Go at it as much as you possibly can, because the second you cross this threshold, it's a no-go. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna promote none of that stuff, like none of it. And you know, me and my wife catch ourselves all the time just to make sure we're saying the right thing, because our kids are paying attention to everything. So knowing that, I know for a fact it's a no-go. Like it doesn't offend me because I'm not hurt by you saying certain words, because Daddy might say certain words. You know what I'm saying? So if you say it, I'm not like, you offend me. No, it's a respect thing, bro. Like when you get out this house and you want to curse, you can wake up in the morning and curse till you go to sleep at night. Yeah, but for just the time that we got you here and I'm trying to teach you respect and how to respect others and their space, I'm going to let you practice that in this home by not being disrespectful and using those words while you're around me in this home.
Oh yeah, if you set it up as being respectful or disrespectful, sure.
Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like
you would
talk when you get out there, go crazy. You in here?
Yeah, I'm just I go back to the episode of Recess. Everybody knows this episode when they said womps. For me, I'm like, bro, get in your bag. Find other words.
That's it.
Like, there's other words you can say. Gamo.
We have so many.
Get creative, man. Words is precious, bro.
Hey, you follow us.
Right, but that's my no, for sure. But all of those things, right? Like that's why that solidified my argument in my head.
Yeah, 100%.
You creating other words, the reason why you're using such words is because other people feel a certain way about those words. Right. If I don't feel a certain ways about those words, then I don't care. I don't think fuck is a bad word. I think you can use it bad, but you can use any word bad. I can use any word. I can take whatever word you want, and we can talk about the N-word, right? We use it colloquially. Yet if somebody else says it, we gonna be like, yo, right? Like language is such a special, precious thing, and we get to decide what makes the most sense to us 100%. And what doesn't. And also, we don't get to decide in certain spaces what we can use. That's why I like when I go over mom and dad's house, I already know my mouth changes. My mouth changes when I go to work. When I'm at home, I'm gonna be myself, and people can be themselves inside my home. And if you feel uncomfortable with that, I'm not bending my rules for you to feel comfortable in my space.
No, never.
Just come to my space. But I would, if you had the same stuff, like the other day, I feel like I said something on the phone, and I was like, oh, I don't know if that was with
no, it was
you, but I was like, but I already know.
But you weren't in my space. You were.
But facts. But like in my head, that's how I be thinking. It's like I don't know what they're trying to teach their children. They might try to teach their children, you shouldn't be using this language. So I'm in that space when I get to other.
Yeah, you know how to turn it off and on. 100%. That's the point of what I'm saying. I just want to be one of those places where you have to turn it off. You like we're gonna teach you
right, and whatever you said, that's why I'm like whatever answer to. There's no wrong answer.
I'm almost okay with you figuring it out in life by yourself, and that being where you turn it on.
It's exactly what he said, bro. I see it in real time. They're gonna cuss, bro.
That's what I just said.
So just figure out different words. Yes. Like they're gonna cuss, and whether we like it or not, whatever we teach them, they're gonna cuss. Yeah, that's just a hot thing.
I'm not gonna let them do it in my
God. Yeah, it's just a hot thing. It's just.
Hey, look. Matter of fact, before you do that,
is it?
Y'all have some takes on what we used to say back in the day for curse words. Let's see if we can help them out.
Fudge.
What the fudge? I know one. Grasshole. That was a good one.
Grasshole is
biscuit.
Yeah. What the Fudge is probably the best one.
Nah, Brian still said it. He said this last episode. Shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah, shiitake
mushrooms. Shiitake mushrooms is probably like top tier.
Sugar honey
Like,
iced tea.
yeah,
That's the older
sugar
one.
honey
You
iced
know
tea.
what I'm
Sugar
saying?
iced tea is actually
That's-
spelling it.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What
What the hell?
Hale Elementary.
What the hell? Yeah. What the hell?
Like,
Cool
there's
J?
so many words.
What the
out
hell
there.
is
HE double hockey sticks.
But what'd you say? Put it in the comments though. We want the top words that you know
Yeah.
that you grew up on.
Whatever you grew up
Substitutions for cuss words.
Yes.
Yeah, we wanna know.
Cuss sub words.
Yeah. You couldn't say what was for the F word.
Bro, shut the front door.
Oh, you said the front door. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Fudge was
Bro,
good.
Tasha
Like,
got
Mutha-Stucka?
1,000 of these, bro.
I said Mutha-Stucka.
Yeah,
you said that?
Mutha-Stucka is
Yeah.
crazy, man. Well, Stuck and Stupid is also,
Yeah,
all
Stuck and
these
Stupid, yeah.
players are cuss words.
Oh
you know?
yeah, just use our lingo.
Watch our show.
Is it stuck and stupid to test your partner's loyalty using a fake account?
Yes. Yes. Stuck yes. Stuck yes.
Yeah.
Well,
we
I
all
just,
stuck on that
you
one.
know,
That's
I'm
the
all,
riskiest play
look,
of
Jeremy
all.
like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
man.
not worth it. It's like
the
going.
riskiest
Yeah, it's
play of all.
just not worth it.
yeah, I'm not saying I'm stuck. Yeah, because it's stupid. Like if you're willing to do that, then your loyalty.
You already know.
There's no
Yeah.
way.
You about to get
And on
it.
top of that, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this to now, so if my wife's watching, you better not never do this to me. I'm a social media guy.
Yeah.
I know what a bot is immediately.
facts,
So I'm
facts.
already
But also,
there.
you're just going to find something.
Yeah.
Like, you will make anything that you
you'll
want.
paint the
It looks
narrative.
like-
You'll paint the
And
narrative.
I know people like this. By the way, I know who you are. I know people who have made fake accounts to try to snoop in other people's lives. That's, first of all, number one.
I
very
actually do
creepy.
that. I have
Very
burner account.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
I gotta have burner
I ain't got
account.
no burners.
Yeah,
bro.
I can't move with it. You.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just creepy, Brian. But I'm saying,
No,
like,
it's creepy. Yeah, I'm burning.
If you have a burner for your significant other,
I do
that
have
is
a burner.
creepy.
Oh, not for the significant other.
Oh, I was
No,
like,
I'm just
bro.
talking about for social media.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
different.
for
I
social
thought
media,
you
I have
meant
a
like
burner
for your significant. I was like, bro, what? That's
No.
No, I have thought about making like a faceless account for social media. Like,
Yeah, it's perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Because first of all, mine really is for algorithm. Like I don't want
Oh,
a lot of my
100%.
I
I do have
I want to be
those.
looking at stuff. I want to build an
Yeah.
No,
I
that's
thought you
true.
meant, like,
That's
something
true.
for your
Because every
wife
time
or
I do
something.
something, my algorithm, I'm like, bro, like right now, I try not. I go on my other accounts, but like if you hit one wrong video where you watch too long, now every single TikTok on my page is golf TikTok. I'm like, bro,
Oh, you know
and
what
I like
else?
to troll.
You know what else I learned?
Oh.
When you hit not interested, they actually cache them.
Yeah, that
So
bro.
then you got to
yeah.
keep them in not interested because if
You have to.
if you clear you're not interested, then you're right back at zero.
Yeah, you have to.
that mother tripping. Got a cold.
Yeah, they got a cold flu.
No, I love this.
Was
I'll go ahead.
streamer university stuck and stupid?
Stuck? No, I thought that
No,
was some of the
Stuck, no.
greatest
No.
content of all time.
It's-
Look, man, shout out Kasha.
Stuck no, stuck no.
Do you know Cenat uncle
Who?
K Camp?
Yeah, it is KK.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Crazy,
hard.
man. Anyway,
Shout out to K
no, I
Camp.
don't think it
He
was.
told Kasha not drink.
It ain't nothing but a bit.
Hey,
No,
snip,
I like
snip.
that. Drink
Oh.
a little bit. Smoke
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
Nah, what's your money? I got that money back.
Yeah.
Money back, money back.
Camp,
yeah,
that album,
man.
last album was
Yeah,
hard.
No,
yeah I
last
see you
album
doing
was
some
tough
stuff
too.
with JD recently. I saw you. in
Yeah,
the
last
studio
album
with
was tough too.
He's a sneaky one.
K
From what I
Camp
can
is
tell, they
slept
had
on.
money before. Like they were never like they were rich, right?
I don't know, but
don't
I'm
know.
sure they
Came
having
from
paper for
money.
real.
Oh, okay.
Was it stupid? No, I don't think
Nah,
none
I
of
don't-
it.
it's not stupid at all.
Just off of the strength of, if you're a content creator trying to make content that
This
is
it. This is-
original, it's never stupid. Even if it flops, it doesn't matter. You try something else trying to be original. Genius.
You wanna know
It's
how-
always
you
gonna be
you wanna know how I
genius.
know it's not stupid? First of all, if you think this is stupid, you're stupid. I'm gonna put it out there. You wanna know how I know it's not stupid? How many TV shows in our lifetime have we seen that piloted, ran for a season, and then got canceled?
100%.
Okay.
A billion of them.
So this is becoming the new TV.
100%.
This is where TV is going. We were watching in real life is
Fact.
what the type of content that is called. Okay, that's becoming the new TV. He just is so genius. He's getting ahead of all of it. This isn't
He got
his first,
money. Yeah.
Bro, it's not his first rodeo. Don't forget,
that
he
ain't
did
the
the
first
jail.
rodeo.
No, yeah.
He did the sleepovers.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
He was one of the pioneers of the streamathons where you would go for
beast.
Yeah, he
48 straight
I
hours on
have
the
to give
weekend and
Kai his props.
sleepovers.
I literally I think I have on record on one of these episodes me saying I didn't understand who he was. Like I didn't understand why he was so big in the streaming world and why people think he's popular. And I'm pretty sure I sound like a bunch of unks. You know, a bunch of people
yeah.
from my
He got the
generation.
YN crowd for sure.
But now I get it. For instance, I didn't understand how he almost got arrested for the riot in New York. I'm like, how? What do you mean?
Because you can't,
he's that
like,
big.
No, but I know.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
now
yeah.
because this is a global figure. Technically,
Yeah,
Cenat is a global figure. So
if you're going to do something like
Do
that,
what
you
you
have
say.
to get so many permits.
I have no
for
idea what it
safety.
is.
You didn't watch any of it?
Nope.
He
That's
not,
a bet.
Jeremy not on the
That's
stream and
crazy.
stuff,
Are you
but-
on TikTok a lot?
Do you know who Cenat is?
Yes.
Okay.
okay, cool.
Yeah, as
That's
long as
just-
you
that's
as long as you know
what I'm
Kyle.
saying,
Shout
man.
out to Kyle, man. Good job.
Yeah,
Man.
shout
Take
out
it to the
Cenat,
shadows,
man,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, take it to the bridge.
Yeah.
Dirty babe.
Uh-huh.
See the shackles, baby, I'm the train. I let you if I misbehave. It's just that no one makes me feel this way. What Timbo say? Take it to the bridge. Go ahead, be go with me. That was tough, bro.
Hey, shout out to Timberland too on. Man, he goes on TikTok. Have you ever seen it live?
Yeah, and be
Timberland.
breaking the music.
And like the way he be having all the
it.
animations and different things
Yeah.
pop on the screen, that's so hard, man.
It be hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Pause. What is an unwritten rule of society that you wish everyone would break?
Let your kids cuss at 14.
Yeah, I was about to say, and I was about to say the getting your kids out of the house at 18.
Release your inhibitions,
It's an unwritten rule.
That you got to vote a certain party.
That's a good one. I love that one.
That's for me, man.
Just
I
to
rock
be
with that,
accepted.
bro.
Yeah,
That's
to
an
be
unwritten
accepted.
rule, man. That kind of stays on for me the tone of what we've been talking about all our.
Because why
Politics
does it
and stuff
have
like
to only be two?
Yeah.
I don't think in just twos. I think my whole brain is in. You
No,
know,
for
up
sure.
in the
What you
different-
got, Jern?
Good idea.
Man, I don't even.
The Regs.
those are written.
Oh,
Those are written.
man.
That's the thing. Most of the things I'm thinking of are written rules. What unwritten rule of society?
I got mine.
That you can't cruise more than 2 times a year.
Face that.
Oh, my bad.
Bro, Corey, go.
Mine
might be a little too
mine
deep.
is kind of going back to one of our last points. I wish we weren't as I wish we were more relaxed with our language. And I wish people, didn't feel a certain way about certain words. Because sometimes I need to be like, the only way to describe this is this.
14-year-old saying fuck.
Bro, I saw
I mean,
it happens.
What the fuck, Dad? No. But see, that's the crazy. That's wild.
You're
But
getting
that's what I'm
socked
saying.
into the
But
air.
that's what I'm saying. Y'all went to them using it like that, and I'm not saying that.
Yeah, facts.
First off,
Facts.
at 14, we was all cussing.
100%. That's why I said they're
but
gonna
you
do
didn't
it.
tell your mom
No.
what the. Yeah,
But that's not what
never
I'm
Nah,
saying.
hell
See,
no.
I think when you're talking
Not
about letting
caring.
them cuss around stuff, it could be you're at the dinner. Like you can go that route, or it could be, hey, how was your day today, son? Well, they're starting to tell you about their day, and they're like, and this is what happened, and what's called said this. Am I free to speak? Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
bet, bet.
Those scenarios, I have a moment to suggest a solution for myself. I could say yes or no. You ask me, that's fine. I'm talking about free use.
No,
the
for
word.
sure. I
You're
feel you.
just explaining yourself.
Yeah,
to
he's
them.
just
I
saying,
really-
like, yeah,
But
really
in
rough.
that moment,
Hey,
in that moment, if you had
Get
a
'em with the
moment
bag.
to decide and you let them do that, that means you're letting them curse. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have boundaries. We have boundaries with everything. I can let you do anything, and you still have boundaries around it. That's what laws are. That's what you have. If you are a Christian and commandments and everything else, you have. That's what free will is.
That's right.
You can do what you want to
Just
do.
has a
There's still
consequence.
parameters around it.
Yeah, it has consequences.
So exactly,
I'm gonna
you
say
can.
my unwritten rule is that I wish to be changed is that Fleece Johnson content is considered viral and not erotic. That way, whenever I'm scrolling, and I see a little eye pop up, I know it's Fleece Johnson. We gotta put the eye on there.
Yeah.
I'm sick of scrolling and seeing another story from prison that's so crazy. It's unwritten rule. We keep calling this viral content. No, it's not.
People
This is
wanna
erotic.
know.
This is
Fleece.
But erotic content is viral.
check me out.
Yeah.
Put the eye on there. Put the little silver eye on there so I know when I'm scrolling. It's about
Facts. You can hit that button to see
Yeah,
visit.
18
What
plus
it say at the
boy.
bottom?
Yeah. Show
If
content.
you want to
Well,
see
you
it
wanna
visible,
watch
hit it.
you gotta hit the watch anyway. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I
You gotta
can't
say
even
it.
escape it. I'll be scrolling. I just hear him
Watch.
say, look, I'll be scrolling, and all of a sudden you just hear him say, that's what it sounds like. It just pops up.
Bro,
Like,
that's
come
on. That's
please.
like Twitter, bro. You go on Twitter,
Twitter's
boy.
wild, boy.
Twitter's wild.
X.
Especially
Yeah,
at
wild, boy.
especially at night. Like
Twitter
once you,
at dark.
bro, so
Twitter after
about
dark is
6:30,
wild.
bro. I
It's
can't
wild.
get on there, bro. Or if you're
First
in
of all,
public,
I have literally not spent years on Twitter because of that.
It's porn.
At this point,
I
it's
love
just
it.
porn.
I mean, oh.
Yeah. So my last login was tough. But go ahead, Jeremy.
My unwritten rule that I wish everyone would break is to not everyone has to have a mold, has to have a place, has to have a thing. Identity can be separate. People can have multiple facets of life and still be okay. Yeah, like you don't have to fit into a mold.
Like I should be able to be I should be able to wear a cat suit and a dress and do content from 6 to 10, and then go work in the bank the next morning. It should be fine.
100%, and be fine.
OnlyFans too, teachers.
It'd be fine.
Facts. I mean, at the end of the
You
day,
telling me this is what gets tricky. You telling me you watching the night before shots to the face, and then you get up there and you see your son's teacher is the girl you was watching the night before. You gonna be like,
So I'm like,
okay.
let me shoot on you.
well, that's the mold that.
well, I know, no, I'm just telling you that's how it's set up right now. But I think this is what.
Why
Jeremy's
not?
talking
I can
about.
be the best at both.
Facts.
It's possible.
There's
We know you
the
best
term
at
jack
both.
of all trades was
Wild.
made for a reason.
You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
somebody
So-
paid that $10 over here.
Check us out.
And the city is paying me more to teach your kids. With that being said, get some tea. I just got some new tea too, and some stevia. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get your
Pesky.
The good ones. I've been drinking tea and I need it.
That might need to be y'all's commercial.
Every time I turn around and drink some tea.
I needed a sugar substitute for me. It's anyway, face ass. Ding ding. What's the
We're the kings.
That's a jingle
Shout
off
out,
right
we
there.
jingle off. You know what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying?
your jingle off.
Plain white rice. See how boils. Drink your tea. Get some sleep. Good sleep too. My sleep number saying I'm good and get sleep. Wake up next day, get a little meditation
Subtle
going
flex.
too. You know what I'm saying? Subtle flex. Sleep number. You know what I'm saying? And come back next week because we have a better episode. Peace out.
If it's that.
Then it's
Good
up.
stuff.
Hey,